Hey, welcome to the Fire Love Podcast. This is officially season 3, and we are finally on YouTube. You don't know who we are, so I'm Dot.
It's your boy Nate.
And together, we are the Fire Love Podcast. We have 2 previous seasons that are already on SoundCloud, Spotify, and iTunes. So if you want to catch up and get to know who we are and hear some of the topics that we've talked about already, make sure you check us out. So we got to let y'all know how we usually do this. We typically play a game called Flames, Flicker, Smoke, where we bring up a couple, a topic, or just like a situation. And together we rate them. Flames, flicker, or smoke. Flames being fire, right? Mm-hmm. The hottest. Mm-hmm. Smoke being in the middle.
In the middle. Flicker.
Flicker is no. Flicker is in the middle.
Flicker is in the middle. I apologize.
Okay, so flicker is in the middle, and smoke is a
no. We ain't working with it. You know.
So a lot has been going on since we last recorded, and one of the really hot topics was Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union's son, Zaire, who's 12 years old, who now wants to go by Zaya. Babe, I know you had a lot to say about this topic, and I can only imagine how difficult that can be for a man. So flames, flicker, smoke.
Look it. I'm gonna go
Dwayne Wade
straight to it, man.
Being super supportive of his daughter Zaya. Mm-hmm. Flames, flicker, smoke.
Wow, this is a hard one for me because I really appreciate what is he doing as a father. You know, as a father, you're supposed to support your kids. You're supposed to uplift them. You're supposed to give them some type of faith that you can do everything you put your mind into, and you know what I'm saying. So for me, like I support that part, but when it comes to the whole changing your name and changing your body organs, it is a smoke. So I'm gonna have to go with a smoke for this one.
Oh,
so
straight to it.
Yeah, it's a smoke. I don't represent that, and I don't really think it's the right thing to do for a man to support a son that wants to change his body organs and change his name. So
we don't know if he wants to change his body organs. I have been learning a lot more about the transgender and the transsexual life. Mm-hmm. I think that he identifies with a woman, so he wants to be referred to as a woman. Yeah. He's only 12 years old, so I don't think he will be changing any of his sex organs yet. But if that is something that he does moving forward, that can be really tricky. For me, I'm going to say that it's a flicker. I absolutely love, especially in the Black community, that there is a family fully embracing their son, because this is becoming a lot more popular. Mm-hmm. And I think that is something very taboo in the Black community, and I do love that they're just embracing it and being more open. Okay. I work with kids, however, so I do just understand the fluidness of a 12-year-old and how they like to, explore, try new things, but I also know how they fully don't know themselves yet.
Exactly. Yeah.
I also know that 12-year-olds today are not like the 12-year-olds were when we were 12, because they have access to so many things. So to me, I'm not saying flames only because he's really young, and to be pushing her, into the media, into the press so early. That's what scares me, because she is so young. What if she changes her mind? Or what if this was a phase? Or what if this is something that she wasn't completely sure about, and here she's already been put in the media? I can only imagine how that's like reflected for her at school. And kids are mean. Like, I literally am with kids every day, and they hurt my feelings. So I can only imagine what she is going through. So I say flicker, and you say smoke.
It's definitely a smoke for me.
All right. Season 3, we've got like some crazy topics, y'all, and we're just gonna ease it in. What you think? We should just ease them on in. We're gonna have guests coming on.
Exactly.
But today, and I got my tea, so, because I'm gonna be sipping my tea, I want to talk about dating people that are of a different religion.
This is a good topic to talk about. I think it's very important to really ask, this talk about this topic because, a lot of people wanna know, does it work? How can you make it work? Do we believe it can work? This topic can be very tricky, very, very tricky. See, what do I think about this topic? For me, I think it can work. If you have a partner that you really love and you really believe in and really feel like you guys are meant to be together, you guys got to figure it out. You guys got to sit down and figure out what's the best thing to do. How can we support each other? If we already supporting each other now, what makes a difference if we don't support each other on different religions,
See, I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah, because I also think it depends on how deep you are into your religion. Like, if you're just like, oh, I believe there's a God, and she believes there's a God, however we get there doesn't matter. Okay, cool. But if you're deep in your spirituality and in your religion, there are certain things that you are going to need from your partner, like prayer and like all these different sorts of things that only a person of the same religion can give you. And for me, I dated a person who like wasn't the same religion, and I just kept thinking they will see God through me. Through me, they will be converted. Through me, they will see all the blessings over my life, and it almost like can like take over the relationship. And then like in terms of moving forward, like how you guys raise your kids, if this person is an atheist, they don't believe in anything, they're gonna be like, why are y'all praying over the food? Why are you taking my kid to church? Nah, there's no God. And then like if I'm in a hard place in my life and I'm like, babe, just pray for me, just pray to God, and you're like, there is no God, it's just me and you. Like I can't do that. I don't understand how you could date somebody that was of a different religion.
I mean, it's the same thing. Like I feel like it's different race. I mean, if you know what I'm saying, if you appreciate the fact that my partner's a different race from me, it's the same thing. You gotta accept it, and then you have to find a balance between what is right, what is wrong, and how can we come together and make it a full balance, a full understanding.
It would definitely have to be like a serious conversation in terms of how you guys are going to move through the relationship with your religions.
Exactly.
Like, so if we were of different religions, would we pray together?
It depends. I feel like it all depends on what we decide. If I believe in prayer and you don't believe in prayer, you believe in Buddhas or whatever.
They pray.
Or whatever religion you believe, the opposite. And like if I really love you and I really feel like you're my soulmate, we have to sit down and make a agreement on how can we balance this religion between us two.
Okay.
So it can work. I believe it can work because I feel like if I'm dating someone out the opposite race and I'm making it work, I mean, we can actually make it work. It's all a mental thing.
It's a mental thing.
It's all a mental thing for me. See, before my answer would be no.
Oh yeah, you said like if this was old back in the day,
back
you
in
would
the
say
days,
no.
Back in the days, if it was the old me, I would have said no, this ain't gonna work out.
But what has made you over time change?
I think because we're living in a time where we're accepting people for who they are and what they believe in, and my mind has been open to a lot of things.
But that's interesting that your mind is open to a lot of things, and you are starting to accept things. But you gave Dwayne Wade's son a smoke.
I gave him as you can see, it goes back to understanding both parties. I understand the fact, I respect the fact that he's supporting his son.
Okay.
That part. But what I don't accept is the whole changing the name to a female name and then changing body organs.
And then that's the same, you're taking that same approach to religion. Like,
exactly.
I will support you in what you believe, even though I don't agree and believe in that.
Exactly.
Okay, so you don't think that challenges will be faced when it comes to, if I get up and go to church every morning, you're not going to want to come to church with me. And I am a strong believer that not experiencing certain spiritual encounters or not experiencing the same things together will start to have couples grow apart. If I'm going to church every Sunday and I'm experiencing God in a way I've never experienced God before, or I'm getting deeper in my religion and it's starting to change the way I think, and then I'm coming home and you're not having those mental changes with me, over time, we're slowly gonna start to distance ourselves because we're not gonna think the same and we're not gonna be on the same page anymore.
Yeah, that can be true. That can happen. But me, I'm just all about making it work out. I'm all about making it work out.
So no matter what, you believe that you can make it work.
I believe that.
Okay.
I believe that. I think you just gotta have a deal. You just gotta have a deal sit on the table and be like, hey, this is what we're gonna do for the past 6 months. The remaining 6 months, we're gonna focus on your religion.
So you would like share each other's religion? Like you would like?
I would want
to learn about it.
Yeah, exactly. I would be open to your religion. I would want to study it. I would want to go deep into it.
Okay.
That's the whole part about supporting each other and taking it to the next level, because you'll be upset if I'm not open to it.
Right.
But if I'm open to it, I'm willing to go through the process and see how you glorify your God.
You just want to learn about it. You don't want to participate.
If I'm interested, that should give you a thumbs up. Like, okay, he don't want to support it, but he's interested to know about it.
That's a good point to make. If you are going to be dating somebody that is of a different religion, then you have to be somewhat open to at least learning about what they do. Like you can't, and again, I don't think that I would be able to, but you can't say I'm gonna date you of a different religion, but I don't want to know about nothing your religion is saying. I don't want to hear about anything, because that's almost defeating the purpose. Like, you understand what you're signing up for, so sign up for it and be a little bit more open. Yeah. And see, for me, that's why I wouldn't be able to do it, because I believe so strongly in Jesus Christ and that he is that he died for our sins, that I wouldn't want to hear you say Jesus Christ didn't do a thing. I wouldn't be able to handle that. I'm so confident because of, babe, I watch sermons for fun. I go to Bible study. I sing gospel. I've been in liturgical. I am diehard Christian. Love you, Jesus Christ. So if I were to hear somebody ever deny that in front of me,
would you want to fight them?
Or I wouldn't want to fight them, but I would no longer be open to hearing what they had to say. Like,
but this is the thing. I think you should be open. I think we have to start to give people a chance to be open and give yourself a chance to listen to the other side of the story. Like, see why this person see something totally different from how you see it.
Yeah.
Being open. It's so important to be open, and you can be upset about it, but don't really stab people in the back, throwing names out there and having people feeling a certain type of way about their religion. You should be open about it and understand that nobody is perfect. Everybody sees things totally different, and then you have to respect the fact that this is what he believed, this is what she believed. So
I'm wondering too, like, if you are a person that's open to dating someone of a different religion, like, do you bring that up, like in the dating process? When do you ask somebody, hey, like, are you religious? What do you believe in? Like, for me, it's usually right away, because
I think it depends. It all depends on what you want. Like, for me, I think if I'm really like getting deep, I would ask that question. I would definitely ask that question, because I need to know.
So if you are not willing to date someone of a different religion, make sure you ask that question like first. If you're a little bit more open, you might want to be clear about that in the beginning too. Like, hey, I'm open to dating people of other religions. Hopefully you are too, so that doesn't become an issue like down the line. But there are some people who believe, like, you, babe, if you love me, then you'll accept everything about me. And I feel like, if you love me, you believe what I believe.
Okay.
So it's like we could go back and forth all day.
Yeah, we could definitely go back and forth all day, but like I'm saying, I'm going to stick to this this point right here.
Go ahead.
If you love somebody, you support them no matter what it is. You got to figure it out. Life is about figuring it out. And if you really love someone, y'all come together, y'all figure it out. Y'all figure out what's right, what's wrong. And it's all about balance, you know what I'm saying? So different religions don't really bother me. So I feel like
different religions don't bother him.
Don't really bother me.
Me, I would totally prefer to be the same religion. Luckily, we are the same religion. So
yeah, we are.
We don't even have that problem. But
we
there are other people who don't. If you like this video, again, please don't forget to subscribe. This is the first episode. There's so much more. Talking about sex. Talking about different races. Talking about everything. And if there's something you want us to talk about, don't forget to email us at firelovepod@gmail.com. We always feature brand new artists. So, babe, who we listening to?
Breon.
Hey, 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 hey.